Done.
Are we recording right now?
Yes. Yeah, Icho, you fight.
Yeah, I'm on air. Okay, okay. So today we're gonna talk about So this is me. Here's Sprite. You guys probably
Ow,
know who we are.
ow.
So we're just gonna talk about some like the best weapons in Super Doomspire, and I'm gonna make some offensive jokes. Mainly the offensive jokes, by the way. Sprite, oh, Sprite, stop bashing my skull in.
What the heck?
Jesus.
Yeah, you can use, Icho, you can
I
use
live.
everything.
I live. I live. You use laser. Use laser. I live. I'm between red and yellow, but I live. At least I live. That's all that matters. I lived. Uh, I don't know. I don't know how. It's like I managed to clone on. Oh yeah, clone is actually pretty. Like.
It's
So
OP.
let's talk about some of the best weapons. Huss. The thing is, lunge basically changes the meta by itself. Because the thing is, if it weren't for lunge, I say Huss. I say like, home runner would maybe be like the best weapon in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And with home run being the best weapon in the game, I say Haas would also probably be like the best weapon in the game, just because of like the sheer mobility it provides to non-lungers. Because like most rockets don't have much mobility. It's like dude,
The
okay. Because the
rocket
thing
jump
is,
is nice, though.
some rockets like very concentrated towards PvP don't have much mobility. It's like Star has no mobility.
You can rocket jump, but like
And like what else?
the reload.
Shadow Dragon, you could argue it does have mobility because of high jump. But this reload is just so slow.
Yeah. Come
And then
back.
there are like the PvP rockets with mobility, and those are things like scope. That's like a PvP rocket with decent
Bro, I
mobility.
just hit you midair with a shuriken.
Nerf. That obviously means a shuriken is OP because you hit it midair.
Vortex does it all the
Shuriken
time.
is
Why can't I?
Vortex is good. He.
You call me aimbot. I gotta be able to actually aimbot.
You fought people who actually aim up. Actually.
No, just get back on topic. How? What?
Oh yeah, what? Oh yeah, sorry. Let's get back on topic. Dice, right? I'm gonna beat your skull in with a frying pan.
That is
With the
offensive.
souls of thousands of innocents.
I troll.
Ease.
Ow.
Let's go. I did fall, but yeah. I think they should have like a more realistic approach to pan. It's like whenever you hit someone with a pan, they're immediately stunned on the ground, and you can see their like dead body lying there. That would be like much more realistic.
Where did you go?
I'm here, you. No.
I troll. Get him. I shurikened him.
Aichel, come on, no. Aichel, no, don't get it. Aichel, come, let's team on him. Aichel, let's team. Let's team on Sprite. We can team. We can break rules and cross team. Let's cross team on him.
Ow.
Yeez. Okay, Aichel, let's cross team on Sprite.
Sure.
Let's do this. Let's bully Sprite. Get him. Get him. Aichel, get him. No, comrade. Comrade for the motherland. No.
Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead.
It feels very nice to be innocent 13-year-olds. Very nice. And this is why I play video games. You don't get the feeling of beating innocent children into submission on anywhere else.
Are you
Unless
sure?
there's like an orphanage near you.
Do you have one?
And is that gonna get cut out? I just really how offensive that was.
How did I not home run Itrol?
God, iTrolled is pro, unlike you. You are a stinky noob. Well, iTrolled is the best player here by far. I say.
He has the best loadout.
Come on.
Thank you. Now your turn. Come here. Nice.
No, my own comrade killed me. Oh no, we turned against each other. For the motherland. No, fuck you. Fuck. I mean, lunge basically just shapes the meta. It's like, oh no, I use a lunge. Like some rockets are made viable just by lunge. The fact that lunge is a mobility. The fact that lunge is a would arm be as viable without lunge?
Probably not.
So the thing is, without lunge, people would be sword spamming a lot more, and what does that lead to? Reflex, right?
Yeah.
And then basically, an arm when you just sword spam, our arm really like can't do much unless you do like a tricky, cool shot, like side shot or something.
What the
And
heck?
plus the fact that lunge just gives arm the mobility it needs for it's like PvP side to shine. And it's
Yeah.
like Haas would also be much better without lunge. Haas still is an amazing weapon. The mobility and like the consistent like 60-80 chip is always useful. But like 60-80 is still a lot, man. Like it's like just like all the other rockets one shot, so people like underestimate them. But like 60-80 is still a lot of chip. How are you alive? You should be dead right now. No, comrade. No.
The speed,
killed my own-
the speed
No.
makes up for the damage.
The speed makes it, but the damage isn't bad. The damage isn't bad.
That's
For a mobility rocket, that's pretty good damage.
yeah. You could just combo with a
Okay, so
slingshot.
like the thing is, if you want like just pure jump power, Crystal is the best rocket because of its high. If you want like a spammy jump, Crystal's better for mobility. But if you want like just pure mobility with like jump power and reload, then Haas is the best rocket. But I say like Crystal kind of takes Haas's spot as like a mobility rocket. But the fact that it's amazing for mobility, similar to Haas, I say in terms of mobility.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it doesn't have like the extra jump power, but it's so much better at PvP that I say it's like, yeah, that's also like if Crystal was only good at PvP, then I'd say we'd have like another arm cannon situation here. I say it would still be relevant even if it didn't have mobility, just because the fact it's just so good for PvP. But the fact that it's like just good at everything.
It's
I'm
the
sorry,
reload. It's the reload.
It's the reload, man, that carry. It's also the fact that it has so much benefits with only like one small drawback. And don't tell me that oh no, it detonates close up, so I can't hit it range. You're acting like lunge doesn't exist. You're acting like crystal isn't amazing for mobility, and you're also acting like super ball doesn't exist if you say that its range is like a big flaw. Like it's kind of a flaw, but it's not really, because most fighting is done close to mid range. So if you think crystal's bad because of that, you're either retarded or you're 10. Which is the same thing. That's the same thing.
Ow, you're hacking.
Ease victory. I'm turning on my aimbot right now. You hacks. I told save me. Yes, get clap noob. I told save me. I'm so low. I'll clap him. You clap him. Get his axe. Die.
That is. What was that scream?
I'm sorry. That was my epic manly war crime of death and devastation.
What?
That was like the manliest war cry you're ever gonna hear. That's the sound of someone. That's the scream that strikes true fear into my enemies.
Can you guys stop getting close to me?
Yes.
You gotta stay far away.
Yes.
Ow.
I'll get even closer.
Epic.
I'll get right close to you and touch you. Oh god, that sounds wrong. That sounds wrong. That sounds really wrong. Can we like cut that part out?
No.
Or is that part staying?
It's all
I just realized how wrong that sounded. It's like, oh yes, I'm gonna get close to you and touch you a few times. Jesus Christ, I'll just stop saying it. That sounds really wrong.
I just home ran you. How are you not dead?
Ah.
Let's go.
Hacks.
Double kill.
Hacks.
Worth it.
Hacks. Sprite is a stinky hacker. Stinky.
Foxo's gonna be proud of me.
Yes. Do you know who? You know who really?
The
okay,
debris
let's try
just
to get back
saved
on
you.
topic.
Are you kidding me?
What? Oh yeah, fire sword and ice sword are shit. Okay. I know Luke's gonna get mad at me for saying that, but come on, man. Like I don't know.
I want the strike attack to be
I guess-
buffed. That's it. Like just a little buff on the strike.
No, don't buff strike attack. You remember when dude used to do like 65 damage? Jesus Christ, that was actually broken.
No, like only for these swords.
Strike attack does not need a buff. Strike attack was so broken. It's like if you got lucky, that's instantly win. It just so much damage for like a luck. You know, it's like it actually made sword spammers a threat. Sword spammers are actually a threat because it's just like you couldn't really lunge combo them without getting strike attack, and that's so fucking annoying. Don't buff strike attack. Why? There's like no need to buff strike.
Buff strike
attack
I
unless
meant,
you want, unless you hate.
Only buff it on those two swords, like by 5 damage. That's it. 50 damage instead of 45.
50. Oh yeah. Okay, I say what they should really do is how much? Okay, let me try out fire sword actually. I'll try out fire sword. Ice sword needs a buff. Fire sword maybe doesn't need a buff. Because like Luke claims fire sword is a decent sword, but I'm like,
Can we
really?
can we
Because if
use
you
a
want
different
like a
rocket?
pure damage sword, if you want a pure damage sword, great sword is better. I mean, it has lower mobility, but its great spin is just like a easier to hit, more damage ability. Plus, it does 40 damage a hit, and its damage is more consistent than fire sword, whose damage is based on burns.
Can we use a different rocket?
And is the burn still RNG? I'm not sure. I
Are
think
you
it used to be.
listening? Hello, Pichu. Can I use a
What?
different rocket?
What? No, keep using laser.
Okay.
Yeah, you have no free will here. You're gonna be a mandatory volunteer with no rights or wages, also
That
called
is
slave.
assault.
I mean, it's like maybe if like they buff the R reload up to like 2 seconds. Okay, maybe I think this is what maybe like ice sword like to keep like a ice steam. It's like kind of like sliding on ice. Maybe it should like make you walk 10% faster. And also buff ice cutter to wait sorry stay still. I need to test this. I need to test how much damage this does. Bro, wait, I told stay still. I need to test. Wait, let's see. Yeah, make ice cutter do like 50 damage and maybe buff your walk speed when you're holding it by like 10%. Cause like maybe like maybe like kind of like skating on ice steam. And fire sword may I don't know how to buff. I don't think it needs a buff. I think it should just be made a bit more consistent in terms of burn damage. Maybe like its burn should be like it should do like 30 damage total or something. 20 25 normal and like 5 burn. Sprite, are you there?
I'm here. What?
Yeah. So what do you think? How do you think we should buff fire sword?
I
And
just
if so,
think strike attack by literally just 5 damage. That's it.
no, I say for fire sword, make the burn consistent. Make it do like a 30 damage total combined with burn. So 20, I say 20 normal damage and 10 burn and 10. No, personally I say 15 normal damage and 10 burn damage. That way it's actually good for heal denial. It's good for like heal denial because that's 10 extra seconds you're not healing. How do you think? Would that make it OP? But I think it would be pretty balanced and people actually have like a reason to use it. And other than that, I don't think it needs like a change. And for Ice Sword, just make it buff walk speed by 10%.
That's
Like,
actually
come
a
on,
great idea.
it's Ice Sword. Like you walk faster because like let's say you're like kind of like skating on ice. Like give it like a ice steam or something. And
It can't compare to
make
the
its
lunge
R do
though.
50. Make its R do 50 damage. Just make it do like 50 damage. Because fire sword's pretty sure fire swords does 50 as well. It's R, so like keep it consistent.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, maybe instead of buffing the damage, we can buff the R reload of ice sword to like 2.5 seconds, or buff the damage. What do you think?
Little bit of damage buff. The mobility buff does sound
Yeah,
like a good
maybe
idea.
like buff ice sword R damage to like a 40 instead of the 35 it is right
Wait,
now, and
like
maybe like buff the reload to us from 0.5 to 0.5 seconds faster. And
you
right now I think it's like 3.5 seconds. Let me check.
you know how the
Yeah, it's
the
3.5 seconds. Yeah. So make it do like 40 damage per ice cutter and make its reload 3 seconds instead. 2.5 seconds and 40 damage, I say, and 10% faster walk speed. And fire sword, make it do like a 15 damage and make it also do a 10 burn damage. So then it's like it's good for heal denial. Plus you can use the R for just for pure DPS. I mean, it's like right now it's like what's the weapon with like the best base stats?
base stats? What do you mean?
It's just like base stat buffs. It's like like fast like swing speed, damage, like walk speed. That's just like the best base like the best base stats. Like
I
not including the R. I say it has to be tennis racket because it has range, knockback, faster swing speed.
It
Yeah,
has to be
that's
the
tennis.
tennis.
Yeah. I guess like what else? I mean, because the thing is, greatsword is also like greatsword is like, just the thing I see in a non-lunge meta. Greatsword is like an anti-meta pick in the lunge meta.
Why
'Cause
does
the
that
thing
make
is,
me go so
in like
high?
a non-lunge meta, I'm not sure how it go. I say like in a non-lunge meta, there would be like much more like range spam compared to like right now.
Yeah.
Because like there's not really much way to like catch your enemy consistently if you're not gonna use like a high mobility rocket. So I say there's like gonna be a lot more range, man. Which greatsword isn't really good at mobility, so you're gonna struggle a bit. So I say greatsword would be much worse in a non-lunge meta. But that's just a theory. So I think greatsword is like really pretty relevant lately, just because lunge, cause like people like lunge attack you, right? Generally they
But the
do
great
that, and
swords
greatsword can like punish that.
wait, hold on, let me talk. The great sword's movement
Yeah,
is a bit unpredictable because it makes you go higher. Don't
it
you
makes you
think?
go higher. It's kind of, yeah, it's a bit. It's like a bit of like tennis racket ice sword. I say.
It's hard for me to hit shots on a great sword user since sometimes they
Oh,
go up.
that's good to know. Now I'm gonna mean greatsword. I'm joking. 'Cause the thing is, but the greatsword also has a great flaw. You can just stall greatsword out. You can literally just stall them out. Wait, what's the wait, come here. What's the slow duration for ice sword?
Slow duration, it's 6 seconds, I believe.
6 seconds. What if we nerf the reload to like 4, but then nerf the buff the damage to like 440, but then also make the slow duration 10? Would that be OP or under or like not worth it?
I'm not sure we should change it
I
like
think
too much.
I suggest like, yeah, buff walk speed buff, give it a R damage buff to a 40, and what else? And what everything else I suggest, and like nerf, make the R cooldown like 2.5. And the fire sword really doesn't need.
Eat
Just
that.
I say just like buff fire, like only change I suggest for fire sword. Maybe also give fire sword like a 10% extra walk speed and make it do a 15 damage, 10 fire damage. And I already said this. I'm rambling. Okay, next. How do you think you should buff brick, or
Brick,
something like brick?
I think.
Oh no. What about laser? Like for laser, I think this would be like really cool. It's like instead like so like give it like a R and make the R basically no. Okay, either like give it R, so like make it have two modes. First mode, it just like insta fires. It just normal. It just shoots
Mm-hmm.
as it does now. And
Mm-hmm.
then like the other mode, like give it a R, and you can basically just what is reload right now? 6.8, 6.8, 6.6. So make it be able to make it like shoot one of the laser rockets. Okay, so make it able to like make it like separated. It's like you shoot one of the laser rockets, then you shoot another, and you can spam click that. And but like each laser rocket has like an individual reload of like 6 point of 3.4245 seconds, because the reload is like 7 right now, so 3.5 seconds. So basically, like, let's say I shoot once when I'm
Mm-hmm.
in the R mode, and it shoots one rocket. But then if I want to, I can also like spam click that, and it shoots two rockets. And like it takes like actually not like, yeah, and it takes like 1 second delay, at least 1 second delay. So I shoot 1 second delay, and I shoot again, and each rocket has like an individual reload of like 4 seconds. So basically, laser still has like a double rocket, but also at the same time you have an option to like fire like the rocket separately if you want to, with a lower reload. But then in the like the lower reload version, each rocket should only do like a 70 damage. I say each rocket should just do like a consistent 75 damage a hit.
75 damage. That seems balanced. It's gonna
This
be
is
like
balanced because
Haas.
it hits both of them. Also, like buff the rocket jump a bit. I say like I like major each rocket jump at least do like stock level jump, man. Then I say that's okay.
That would make the rocket
Let
jump
me check
around
on.
Haas level. Double stock.
No, Haas. Just stock. I mean stock level, like, because that's two rockets anyway. So like make each rocket, I mean, individual rocket like stock level.
No, I tested it. If you get rocket jumped by double stock, it goes as high as Haas.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think there's a rocket jump besides. I think like the blast radius is the issue. So I think like maybe
Can we move
buff
to a
the blast
different
radius. I
base?
say. I no, I think no. Don't buff the blast radius. I say buff the rocket jump by like I don't know, like 15%. Because right now is rocket jump is stock level, but it's not Haas jump, and I say that's because of the low blast radius. So like buff the rocket jump by like 20%,
Mm-hmm.
and also make the damage consistent 75, and also like add like the R. It's like two. It's like two modes. The first one is like the normal mode right now. Second mode you press R, you shoot one rock. You can shoot one of the laser rockets. Then there's like a 1 second delay. Then you can shoot another. So basically, kind of like a machine gun fire, but you can also shoot both rockets in basically like 2 seconds. But you can also time it, so which would be pretty actually decent for mobility,
Mm-hmm.
and it'd actually make it a bit more unpredictable. And actually pretty relevant. Would that be OP though? That's my question. Maybe damage in like the R mode, like the second mode when like I suggested like 4 second reload per rocket, 1 second delay between shooting each rocket, but you can only shoot one individually. Maybe the rocket should only do like 60 damage
Okay.
in that mode.
Hold on. Game ended.